Welcome to the Dragon Activation and Transmission Meditation. The dragons and the energy came many years ago to me when I've been in the US actually. And I never really talked about the stuff in my seminars or like only to some specific people, because it was never a part when I said, okay, people need to know this or that for self-mastery. Even all my crazy experiences what I had, I mostly don't talk about it if I don't see the energy in it where it would be beneficial for the seminar and for opening something. And my first experience was when I traveled from Manchester to Sedona and Phoenix, and I was with another therapist. I think she was about 60 years old or something. And we went to an esoteric shop and she bought a dragon spray and said, okay. And we just did later on in the hotel some healing session, also with on the phone with a friend of hers. And she were working also with the Monroe Institute, was quite famous with all kind of, let's say, spiritual powers from clear dreaming and other telekinesis and many different things, because they started, I think, about this in the 70s already. And so she was laying on the bed and getting crazy. And I just was there like holding the energy, and I said, what the heck is going on? And I came into different words. Okay, we are creating creatures now. When you are like with more than 2 or 3 people, you can create etheric creatures. And I saw like dragons coming out of her, and I said, what the heck? She was like giving birth to dragons, and I couldn't even believe myself. So, what the fuck is going on here? And that's why I really talk about things like this. And even now, it's the first time that I talk like publicly about all this crazy stuff. But it's time to. And so she saw him like how the energetic dragon was like starting to fly above her. And after the session, we went for dinner. And I saw there was another shop, and they said, oh, there will be a free meditation tonight. And I told her, let's go there afterwards. And when we went there, and the old man opened the door, and I looked at him and I said, hello, Father. And he looked at me like, what's going on? Because it was for me the first time, like, where I really had this strong feeling, the first time that I saw someone who was much older than me on an energetic level. And it was just like my experience that, wow. And then we were sitting in front of him. It was just me and my friend. And then he asked, okay, what can I do for you? And I just was looking at him with love and said, actually, nothing. I'm just happy that I'm here and happy that you are here. And then he said, do you know there's a dragon on your side? And I was like, yes, we know. And I was like, what the heck? So then I knew, like, okay, it's not just something what you make up in your mind, when also someone else can see it, who is like clairvoyant. And so actually I was traveling with this woman 2 weeks through the States, from Mount Shasta to LA, Sedona, Phoenix, and then to New York, and just to the Lightfield Foundation. And that's like 3 hours away from New York in the north, where they have like a wooden ball with a special sacred geometry. And on the 4th day, I started to levitate. There's really a lot of crazy stuff what happened when I was there, I think more than 7-8 years ago. And afterwards, I was at her place and we were working with the quantum field. And she asked me, like, okay, where is our connection coming from, and from where do I know her? And then just like was channeling the energy and information, and so remembered about Cyrus B and how many million years ago, and yeah, I'm a dragon sword, and I remember this. And that was quite interesting, but I never like to get stuck on just on one information what came through my channel. And so I said, okay, it's just a story. I remember this, I'm connected with this. That's why I don't think it's so important. It's like more about your feeling, and also your feelings are changing constantly. So I didn't valued it that much. And later on, the next experience what I had was I've been in Bulgaria for a seminar, and when I was there, I got drawn to a waterfall, and I don't know what happened. It was just this energy, and I was naked in front of the waterfall, and I felt this energy was going through me, and it was so amazing. And even in the seminar, we had an exercise, and we were like a three-headed dragon, and it was just like a lot of critics saying, "Where are the dragons coming constantly or coming up?" And then also another thing, when I've been traveling around and doing healing constantly, I saw people like who are dragons, where we have this dragon energy, the soul aspect, and I started to activate them. I started to just people start to open their energy wings and they feel the difference, or they received a lot of big healing out from this stuff just by saying some words in this language, or just opening this kind of fields. And that happened also when I've been in Mexico, and that Nino knew, ah, you're a dragon, or you're a dragon, ah, okay, this is here, this is there. And the strongest experience I had last year in California, and I've been in the Kunlun seminar, and on the second day, I think, when we were just like practicing the Kunlun, I was sitting on the chair and like channeling this energy through my body, and a golden eye started to open like this in front of me. It's like, what? And then I saw the whole head. I thought, what? Was this golden dragon like this one, but it was much bigger. And then I saw also the green dragon, and then boom, I felt 2 meters away from my chair where I was sitting. So what the fuck? This was not visualization. No, that's pure energy. And that's why for me there's a difference when you really have like energetic experiences or you just visualize something. And in Buddhism text, it's even like one of the other dimensions. They are like this dimension where these energy beings are living. And yeah, when you open these portals, you can see, and it's not visualization, it's really you can enter into these states and you can see them. And I never got hit by an energy like that strong. It was one time a portal what I experienced in New Zealand, but this was like, what the fuck? And I went to the teacher and I told him that and said, oh, okay. Have you seen the white dragon too? I said, yeah. But I was like really like, what the fuck is just going on? I didn't even believe myself because it was just such a powerful experience. And yeah, so let's see what will happen tonight for all of us. So I just wanted to share this kind of stories a little bit. I found a year ago a very funny book if you have kids or if you just like dragons. I found this book called Dragonology. And it's in English, and there are really different type of dragons and also spells to invoke them. It's a really funny actually, the book. And yeah, it's quite interesting to connect. So, like I already wrote in the description, that the dragon energy, I just remember something else. I met another woman from Austria, and she came with this golden energy, and we had both the feeling from the soul parts from the dragon there was like a lot of harm, and so we started to transform things collectively. And then you really could understand that all these dragons have been and still are very wise and very heart-centered beings, and not like how they are all the time presented in the movies. It's for me the dragon energy is really like kind of this picture when I just look at these eyes, just like this inner joy, this peace, and this happiness. And it's pure wisdom. It's really just amazing. And yeah. When I connect, I constantly just need to smile and like, yeah, it's just pure beauty. Is someone else here who wants to share experience or have any question about this, what I just said, before we go on? I think I have to unmute someone, or Max, are you okay?
Yeah. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So I had some interesting experiences at this festival. I guess it was Heart Culture. We were doing this exercise about like seeing with our heart. It was always like one person sitting in the middle and the other ones groups of
Please
4 or
talk
5.
a little bit slower, then it's easier to understand here.
Okay. So it was at this at Heart Culture Festival, and we did this exercise in groups of 4 or 5 about seeing with our hearts. You know, and there was always one person sitting in the middle and the other ones seeing with their hearts and then sharing what they saw. And at every single person I used this technique of seeing with my heart, it always was some dragon coming into play and some dragon interacting with them in some magical way. It was very profound. It was always very transformative as well. It was very interesting because I didn't invoke any dragon. I just saw with my heart, and these dragons came forth. It was very interesting. Yeah.
Nice. Thanks.
Yeah.
Nicole? Or who was like talking now?
Sabine.
Okay.
I had quite a lot of experiences with the dragon, especially when you came into the myth that there's a dragon line in every backyard. When you look in your yard, you should have a look, where is your dragon, your savior, and depending where the dragon is, kind of the position of the dragon, which is really interesting. This has different meanings. It would take too long to explain, but it's quite interesting where it's lying about, and even just putting a dragon in your garden as a sculpture makes a difference of the energy of the backyard. This is kind of the mystics in the garden, and what the dragon in the heart in your garden or in your around your house means. This has a special meaning when it comes into terminology and energies around the house combined with the dragon. And I experienced that dragon energy is coming more and more, not even when you're consciously doing and not by doing heart activations, but sometimes it's just as you had this experience, like it was there, it's just coming very big, and then it's like, okay, it's there, and this is coming more and more often, very unconsciously. This is my experience. It's very powerful, and it's really like lifting up, kind of. This is interesting.
Cool.
And this the thing with the dragons in the garden, this is like so much secret knowledge, and it's very hard to find people who really knows how this really works in these ancient traditions with this positioning of the dragons in this backyard. Yeah.
Yeah, if you like, you can share some stuff in the group later if you have some more information.
I got some, I got some collections because I was so interested. It was pretty tough to find anything online, so I'm gonna share it later.
Oh, cool. Anyone else? Experiences, expectations? Or why have you been drawn to come to this meditation tonight?
it's Sabina. Well, I feel very much attracted by dragons, and I don't know why. I never had a real experience with dragons, but when I saw your invitation, I felt attracted. And I said, and I asked myself, well, is it something for you? Is it meant for me? And I got the message, yeah, you should join.
Ah, cool.
That's the only thing I can share. And well, I'm just open to see what will happen tonight.
I also don't know.
Yeah, it's a nice thing.
Cool. Thank you.
I don't have much of an experience similar to the stories that were shared, but I was just, as I told Alex earlier, as he shared the seminar, I realized that my son, who is 8 and who is going through a lot of heartache due to my separation from my ex, for the last 2 weeks, he's literally been drawing dragons every day. And as I'm looking at Alex's message, I'm realizing that I'm writing my Deutsch homework on the other side of the page. There is a dragon drawn up. I even sent Alex a picture, and it was like, well, obviously I had to be here, so it was pretty cool. So nothing happens for no reason. So I'm very looking. I have no idea. I don't expect anything, but I'm very much looking forward to whatever happens.
Cool. Thank you for sharing. Who is interacting with the audio? Who is killing us?
This here. Hi.
Nicole.
Yeah. Hi. Yeah, I had different experiences with dragons, and here in Romania, actually, there are a lot of them. Yes, you know that. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I had different experience and different things that dragons showed me as capacities that I can engage and use and play with. And I was wondering, like, what else is possible to create with dragons? Well, that we never considered. And how can we engage and play with them more and more? And what's your experience? What do you know? What can you share? What can you inspire us to do?
You came a little bit later. I shared before the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, okay.
There is, I will share also later in the Facebook event a link where you can see pictures of the real dragons. And there's still like some in Indonesia and some in Africa, but like little ones.
Okay.
They're quite nice. And the big ones, let's see when we open the portals when they're coming back.
Yeah, actually, I perceived a really big dragon in Bucegi, in the mountains in Romania.
Yeah, I saw some aliens there.
There is a
the UFO mountain, yeah.
Yeah, so, but they're like doormats, not active. I'm wondering if there is something that we can do also now, maybe. What's possible with that?
Yeah, I was thinking to make a week seminar at Bucegi. Let's see if we'll do that. Would be an interesting experience.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Thomas is in, I see already. This mountain is crazy.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thanks. So, Rasim or anyone else?
For me, it's interesting because I didn't play computer games for half a year, and on Sunday I started playing a computer game with dragons and dinosaurs together with my brother, because my brother forced me a bit, and now I'm a bit in it. And the other thing is that last year in Gozo that I saw parts of your soul in dragon skulls, dragon bones on graveyards. So when I feel people's bones, I can often, or if I want to, I can see their soul parts in the dragon graveyards. But it's not so. Yeah, that's interesting. It's coming a bit back to these people.
The first time you tell me this. I think you never told me about this story. I don't remember too many stories. When you just said it there, it really touched something in me. It's still here. And there is Ina Blas in Tirol. She works with this all kind of soul aspects. And when, I think it was more than a year ago already, on the fourth day, on the last day, my soul went out from the back, the spine, and golden portal opened and the new soul came in. That was even very weird because 2 days later I had to teach my seminar and I was not fully embodied and like, hey, what I'm doing here. It was quite a weird experience. And that's why we do also the seminar, this soul reading or this aura reading to see where are you still connected with it or with which planet to really heal all these multi-dimensional layers. Because I think in some seminars we just did the aura reading, and I added later also to feel the whole planetary lines. So you go into the energy field from the person and then you ask, okay, what do you feel in this energy line connected to this planet or this timeline or to this soul part? And that was quite intense what was coming up. And I remember when we did it the first time with me, I was like I was a warrior, but fully armored. And it was like if the people were coming 1 meter closer to me, I was already ready to fight. It's like, what the heck is going on with my body? Like the subconscious was like fully taking over. It was like, okay, Soul, please change this and let go all this, all this, how to say this, armor what I had over my energetically. And that was very interesting because you will never think about things like this. And then you just like immediately have the reaction. And that was quite interesting. So, Rasim.
Yep. Sorry, my camera isn't work anymore. I don't know why.
Scared.
Yeah. I don't have any experiences about dragons, but I'm looking forward to have some experiences tonight.
Okay.
Maybe because of my martial arts, I'm interested in the dragon energy.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe because I have some parts from this. I don't know exactly, but I've read it and I was interested and nervously all the time, and thought, should I do it or not? And yes, I think I should. Now I'm here.
Good question if it's the right time. And for me, it's now very nice that we are really like it's like not my normal seminars when I just immediately start boom, 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 and it's much softer to see now where is everyone at the moment, how do you feel, be fully here, and we're going step by step through. It's totally different to all the other stuff.
Okay.
Just to look first, okay, where is everyone? And then let's have some fun. Bianca, you want to share?
I always have dragons with me, always, at least at my last retreat that I organized, it was so obvious the energy. And I even had a little kid coming to me that was a tourist there in the pension when I was organizing, and came to me, take me from my hand, and took me to the lake, and she said, "Look, the dragons are sleeping there." And she had all days with her the toys, one fire dragon and one water dragon. And it was, I could feel the energy and I could interact with this energy. Probably I was attracted also at your seminars. I didn't know, I always told you that you're a dragon, you know, without knowing. Yeah, somehow less cognitive, but more than cognitive. And I love this energy, and I was attracted to come in and bring everyone in who was open to receive it. And I love it because I didn't know that it's heart activation, which is what is a dragon do, but now I get the how to say it, also the where is this coming from? This heart attention that I feel when we communicate or when we do sessions on where we do seminars. Now I understand more, let's say.
Cool. If you look even at many dragon movies, it's always like, oh, they are so big-hearted, or they connected with the flyer, with the human who is connected to the dragon, and if the person dies, also the dragon dies because they interconnected with the heart field. Or there are many dragon movies what are mostly just about all the time, oh, they have the big heart, the big power. And that's quite interesting because, yeah, when you feel it, it's hard to explain the stuff in words. It's like,
yeah, I remember riding many times dragons.
Pardon?
I remember riding many times dragons, or in my dream, or having like a visual experience, and like, but I never got into exploring what it is. I just playing with it.
Yeah, we'll see what you will dream tonight.
Let's see.
So, there's one more thing. Also in the Tibetan tradition, where you have the dragon body, also like about diamond body, light body, rainbow body, that's all connected. And that's why first I thought I just will bring up the energy to see what you just feel in your own body, to see how you can open your own channels, and then, yeah, let's see what will come up. You will see.
I don't know how to describe this, but it's more powerful to grab, to hold something, and I don't know how to describe this feeling.
Cool.
It would be really hard to try to describe everything, but I had a lot of physical sensation. It was a lot of tingling going on, but it was a strange triangle feeling. That's the only way I can explain it. I felt 3 different dots. One was like on my side, one was in my back, like right across from each other, and then one here. So there was like a triangle going here. and it kept shifting around, like there was like ants running back and forth. It's really hard to, and it felt super heavy, very, very heavy. And it was kind of sparkly green color. It was
Nice.
very bright and sparkly. So, but it's for the last 2 days, my left shoulder and my arm has hurt because I hurt my shoulder some time ago training. And last couple of days, I could feel just numbness going from my shoulder down into my hand all the time. So when you said the left arm, it was like the same pain that I felt before, but right now it's kind of gone. But it was just the numbness going through all the way into my hand. So maybe it will be gone.
Yeah, thank you, Dragon Energy, for healing your arm. So fast it can change.
Having this dragon claw, I don't know, in my left hand, trying to close it, it felt like, I don't know, much more the whole hand being in motion. At the same time, it felt more dense, like more power to use. And actually, it felt like very, 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 very strong. You know, like I know a metaphor came up in my head about like being able to lift the whole world. You know.
Nice.
Yeah, it's very strong. Yeah. Yeah.
The question is now you have the experience. How can you use this for your daily life?
To me, it felt like a transmission of to finally get it, you know, to wrap your head around, or to open your mind, or yeah, it's a little bit of an English limitation I'm feeling now when I try to verbalize myself, but yeah, that's about it. The you know what I mean, I guess. Yeah.
The energy is flowing till my 7th chakra still, and it's a very smooth energy, a very nice energy, very warm. Very difficult to explain. Like you are, I love you, or you are my father. You are my father, or something like that. Is very, very nice.
I'm still processing. It's hard to find words, even though my English is good. I still keep feeling I have patches, like I have this patches, like little things that run around my body. And I felt a lot of pulsating, like heart pulse. I started feeling here. So maybe there's a hope that my heart is opening up. The left side still feels much heavier than the right.
Yeah, repeat, I'm fully ready.
I'm fully ready.
To accept all the energies.
To accept all the energies.
To recalibrate myself.
To recalibrate myself.
To my future self.
To my future self.
Now.
Now.
How is the feeling?
There's no more troubling things right now throughout the body. It kind of evened out.
Cool.
And my cheeks were burning under my eyes. I was sweating under my eyes. I never sweat in my life. Weird.
Welcome to the weirdness.
I'm all for it.
It's totally crazy. I'm always, or I'm still growing very, very high, and I feel on the outside of my arms, I feel always my wings, and I can protect my whole family with my wings and my arms, and if I
Nice.
on both hands. Crazy.
Yeah, it's a very new feeling I haven't experienced. It's like I was telling her, now I feel the wings. Like if I do like this, I can kill someone. like power, but at the same time, a lot of joy, a lot of heart opening, and embodying like a lot of grounded and sexualness, and it's a combination of. And I was telling her, this is something new. It's new, totally new. I'm melting. I was like, oh.
Down the house.
Yeah, I don't have words for that. It's so beautiful. Thank you.
Well, for me, it's a wonderful experience. I just had, because I felt love and connection, and I had very, very hot hands. Yeah, what is new in this experience is when I do some qigong exercise, when I do like a dragon, it's like protecting myself. And now I had the feeling of coming with my wings to real connection, to what I'm longing for, you know. And yeah, it's connection, which dragon energy is helping me. I have the strong feeling, and well, I'm so happy about that. Yes.
I felt very hot breathing. Like I had the fear that suddenly fire came out of my nose and my mouth.
Very good.
And this again a smooth energy and very smooth and fine and yeah, nice.
Thanks. Max wrote the Buddhist mantra came up. Feeling a strong Buddhist connection. Cool.
We're just in a bliss state. It's just all day we had like from
That's
the
not
morning.
included.
Nicole, you want to say something? We are melting. We feel like light and heavy at the same time.
That's interesting. Also what Lyora wrote.
I'm a deep emptiness now, but I feel very strong.
I see.
And I feel my heart,
my
heart chakra.
And the body structure changed, your shoulders. That looks interesting.
So when I started looking into your eyes, I immediately felt the heart rate going up significantly. That's why I think ever since it started pulsating here, I could feel it, and then it started going down.
I laughed. I immediately chanted with you when I heard your sound. It came up like, oh wow, that's what I want. It's like using my voice. Yeah, this was very, very strong.
But it's totally crazy. I felt my tail, and I could push with my tail, push me forward or lean me back and stand on my or my third leg, maybe like a third leg. It's my tail behind me, and I could lean on it. I'm standing, and then make a little push and came forward. And I have to move my wings very slowly, because otherwise I make too much wind. Everything is blowing away, all the papers, and it's totally crazy. And yes, I have to be silent, because otherwise I'm too loud to. Yes, and inside a very smooth feeling and a very heartful feeling. It's it's nice. It's crazy. Okay, I have to think a little bit. But the craziest thing is with my tail. I could push me forward only with feeling my tail, and I can move it around, and it's very big and huge. And okay, let me think about it.
We are doing great.
I feel very present in my body, and she was feeling like her legs were hurting and like very heavy.
Yeah.
And
I'm very heavy in my body, yeah.
And
like...
some stuff that she was dealing the last period of weeks has came up.
Nice.
Yeah, and she's releasing it. Like, it's more light now, right? I think. Is it?
Yeah.
Cool.
We were done. Like, I don't have any words. I'm just laughing.
Yes, good. There are no words needed. When you understand, and you see and you feel. Say so everyone.
Dragonița. Se dă o dragoniță la plajă.
Cineva de sus să filmeze.
Sabina?
Back at the beach.
I have no words at the moment. I just feel complete relaxedness, and
I felt a big, no, not big, yeah, big also, and different kind of love.
Mm-hmm.
It was like maybe the dragon love. Yeah, what I feel in the collective field now. I see Diana and what was the name?
Nicole.
They get more playing around and more easiness, and feels good.
I know. We were two dragons already at the beach side. I don't know where we are. We are like in another world. We were like, Nicole was like, what this man did here? It's like so transformational. I'm feeling so much shifts and so much different. And just this laugh, it's so releasing a lot of stuff. We release a lot through laughing, but we are playing with it a lot. It's amazing. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, but present, and yeah. I don't know what to say.
You found the right words.
Oh my god, this is so funny.
Oh.
Your jaw really hurts.
I need to, oh, so much releasing.
I felt my heart is growing and growing, and all over the house, the countries, the whole world. It's crazy. And then, as I looked in your eyes, heat come up into my in my heart and all over the body, and I start to sweat. It's crazy. It's yeah, very, very crazy. I'm flashed. And I felt the big size of the heart of the dragon. This is crazy. Yeah, don't know. And my heart opened more and more, but not till the end. Yeah, and the body is feeling nice and light and easy. Yes. Okay, that's all.
Slowly, you start.
Oh my god, Regine. She cannot stop it. Sorry.
Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out.
I don't have a lot of words. Peace.
Nice.
Definitely feel that heart opened up more. So not 100%, but definitely more. It's kind of, I have a physical sense of it now. I don't know how to describe it, but it's kind of feel the whole upper body. So, but just total peace.
Ja, dir in die Augen schauen ist einfach nur geil. Es ist wirklich ganz viel Leichtigkeit und ganz viel Liebe.
It's happened so much things right now. I don't have words for that. But I feel what I very strong felt was my yin and yang energy. And more the energy that flows up. And I felt my crown chakra and my root chakra. And so much more. Don't know.
Yeah, it was an incredible journey for me. It was so, I felt so much loved and connected, and I was in Malta.
In Malta, okay.
Yeah, and I don't know. I feel overwhelmed, and I felt so much joy to have the moon at the end, to feel the energy of the moon, because I love the moon and I love looking at the moon, and I don't see it now, but I will go out tonight.
We are happy, Mr. Happy. So much change. I felt a new energy coming in all over my body. But I want to integrate. I don't want to talk.
Yeah, yes. So many things in my head. So many things that happens. Crazy. Oh, man. And normally I have, it's not so easy for me to come in such imagination, but this time it was, the flight was,
Imagination. There was no imagination.
yeah, it's okay. Yes, I was flying. And it was undescribable. But we arrived too early, I tell you. Totally in this field, and it's pulling upside. And my heart and my brain was connected all the time in such a strong connection, and all the things that are going on inside of me. This was crazy. It was and so much more, but I can feel it on my leg and on my back.
Energy branding.
Oh, yes. Oh, it stretched my spine. Oh,
Nice.
and pulled me. Oh, yes. Thank you.
Thanks.
Oh, this was cool. But I lost, I think I somewhere went into dreamland or some sort of very deep state, because after you said like expand your wings and fly, start to fly, and like I felt so freedom, and then the next thing I remember from you was just look at the moon. So I literally went in, either I fell asleep or I went into I don't think I did, into some like really deep state of meditation. It was really cool.
Nice.
I'm like out of